Next up, we'll be doing our industrial brokerage, Nick Shavira. Nick brings 8 years experience in real estate sales, asset management, and asset resolution, as well as knowledge of nationwide markets. In 2014, Nick joined Ryan & Grossme Commercial Real Estate, where he started off handling leasing for office and industrial clients. Earlier this year, Nick earned his broker's license, and in June, helped create and start up Tango Commercial Real Estate with senior mentors Bob Davis and Tom Hunt, where he's now focusing on sales and leasing of office, industrial, and retail. Nick?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to brief you on an updated outlook on the industrial commercial real estate here in Tucson. Throughout the end of the second quarter leading into the third quarter, we've seen a decrease in vacancy rates here in Tucson. About a year ago, we were looking at a 10.6% vacancy rate, and now we're at about a 9.8%. Phoenix is about the same, whereas the US has actually dropped as well. We're also seeing an increase in absorption rate. And since we've seen a decrease in vacancy, that means our absorption time has decreased, and here in Tucson significantly. About a year ago, we were at over 22 years for absorption time for industrial here in Tucson. Right now, we're looking at about 11 years. Phoenix and the United States overall have actually not been as fortunate and have increased in their absorption time. Lease rates have also gone up here in Tucson. About a year ago, we were looking at under $650 a square foot. Now we're looking at $656. Phoenix is maintained about the same, whereas the United States has actually dropped as well. As mentioned, our vacancy rates have decreased to about 9.8%. We've seen a positive net absorption of over 350,000 square feet here in Tucson throughout the end of the second quarter leading into the third quarter. I also have figures up there for office and retail, but I'll allow the other panelists discussing those topics to elaborate more on them. Here are a few of the most recent major transactions. I know it's a little difficult to see, so bear with me. The first one being Commerce Plaza, which was over 46,000 square feet, sold for over $2.5 million. Secondly, we have 3138 North Freeway Industrial Loop, which was a 10,000 square foot building, sold for over 1.4. And thirdly, 2030 North Forbes Boulevard, located over at Broadbent Business Park, which I was fortunate enough to work with Brandon Rogers on. He represented the seller. I was fortunate enough to represent the buyer investor on that deal. Sold for $1,080,000. It was a 12,000 square foot building. As we know, change is inevitable in real estate. Change is inevitable in life. From interest rates to rental rates to demand for a specific type of property or even local laws and regulations, we are always seeing change. With change, we are presented challenges and opportunities. Some of those challenges on a local level are keeping our large corporations such as Raytheon and IBM happy in their current environments and productive. Another challenge we see is having a need to diligently evaluate certain projects and deem whether or not they're actually urgently needed in this local economy. Opportunities presenting ourselves on a local level are the need to appreciate and embrace small businesses and private sector jobs and the job creators of all kinds. Also pushing for more Tucson area startup companies like Bird Brown and Ventana Medical, and seeing they are proactively incubated, accelerated, supported, and incented. That way they can grow and become successful. As Bob Davis mentioned earlier this year at the CCIM forecast, Tucson is a good place to live. It's just a tough place to make a living. And that we as a community need to do a better job of welcoming new outside businesses with open arms and supporting our local entrepreneurs. Thank you very much for your time.